Have you?
Yeah.
I didn't even know he really existed.
Yeah. We both have been on this podcast.
There we go.
Have you?
What's up? No.
It's Cuffs the Legend
me check
podcast
stuff.
and The Herd with Colin Cowherd. 2 shows wild yet to
What's
be
Cuffs
invited
the Legends podcast called?
on. Cuffs the Legend podcast.
Cuffs. Have
Well,
one.
anyways, he kicked around the theory that LeBron is not focused on winning. People are saying LeBron doesn't want to win anymore. I have no idea what they're talking about, LOL. To which LeBron said, do they ever know what they're talking about? I mean, it's
Cuffs, one of the people LeBron is still following on Twitter. I know that's been a big
how dare
story.
you?
It's just been a story who he is and isn't following on Twitter.
Give me
That's
a
all.
break.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Give me a break. All right. Do you believe winning is still LeBron's top priority?
I mean, LeBron wants to win. I don't think that's a question.
Well, yeah, no.
No, because here's what the issue is. People are going to say because he won't go to Phoenix for the minimum, he's not interested in winning. Well, what star is going to take the minimum, Nick, to go to a better situation? Well, I'm just saying. And a lot of stars, even though they want to win, they want to be in a favorable situation otherwise as well. So I'm not going to criticize LeBron if he doesn't go to Philly, where they have the cap room to pay him max money. I'm not going to say that means he doesn't want to win. So, a lot of stars don't move on. They're comfortable where they're at. Did Damian Lillard want to win when he was in Portland? I think he did, but he was comfortable where he was.
Yes.
Is Giannis, could Giannis go somewhere else? How's it looking in Milwaukee right now?
Well, he wants
could
to win.
go somewhere else, but
it blew up the team.
I don't think it's fair to say if LeBron stays in LA where it doesn't look, I don't think they'll win the championship, that he doesn't want to win. So is anybody saying that about Steph?
So Brew, once again, even though you do all your prep in a hideaway and never talk to us, we're on the same page. I have written down
on here in the show.
So let me ask you this question, Wild.
Go.
Because you don't think, I don't want to speak for you, you don't think it's his top priority?
I think it's a fair question that he's not, winning is not number one, and I think it probably shouldn't be, to be honest with you.
So here's my question. If we're being just totally fair and logical here, does every player in the league who signs for $1 more than the minimum show you that winning is not their single most important priority?
No, I think you should get all the money.
No.
He should get the max. He's a max player. He should get the max.
Okay. All right. Well, but then LeBron or anyone else that is, but it's not their top priority.
No, I want to play along, but I just throw that in the garbage.
Okay,
like it'd be better for the show if we all made nothing, so we could hire more people.
Don't even throw that out.
Okay.
But
we're not in the cap. I feel different about baseball and TV shows than I do the league.
I don't think LeBron should make the minimum.
Okay, all right.
But I think it's fair to say the guy has several interests in LA, including being a great dad, and running a business and doing all this other stuff.
Okay, with that said, let me ask you this question. And I'm not trying to put you in the jackpot. I'm just really trying to using you as an avatar for this thought exercise. If the day before LeBron's decision to opt out of his deal and become a free agent, if Anthony Davis retired, do you think he would stay with the Lakers? Because I don't. Because I think that if Anthony Davis retired, winning with the Lakers would be impossible. Yeah. So I think that there is now. Do I want him to stay with the Lakers? No. I know, Brew, you might have some places he could go. We can get into that. But I think that it is a priority. But if it were his top singular priority, do you know what he should do? Sign with Denver in the spot that's going to be vacated by KCP. Would you think that's a good idea?
I'd refuse to play along with the idea that he should take anything less than be compensated for anything.
Let me ask you this.
Okay, well, let's just okay. So let's I don't
want to be difficult.
I got you. So let's say he could sign a contract, do a sign and trade with Denver in the Michael Porter Jr. slot. Would you think that is something he should do? Because I wouldn't. That would be, if winning is the only thing that matters, that would make sense. I don't think anyone would feel good about that.
No.
And LeBron's not the only star player that wouldn't do that.
Right.
Paul George, if he doesn't go to Philly and he stays with the Clippers maybe for a little less money, does that mean where they're not going to win a championship? Does that mean he doesn't want to win?
I mean, kind of, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There are no players that make moves like that.
to try to go all in and win a championship?
No players just. I'm not talking about.
It's considered ring chasing, but it happens.
I'm not talking about Paul George in Philadelphia. I'm just saying players make decisions. It's never just win.
Okay, when LeBron went to Miami,
when you are a star player, guess what you want to be?
What?
A star player.
Kevin Durant joined the Warriors, wanted to win a championship.
Yes. Yeah, but
when LeBron leaves his hometown team and goes to Miami, and gets Chris Bosh, he wanted to win a championship.
Yes. LeBron neither of them had won yet.
That's what I'm saying.
One, and there was pressure on both of them to get championships.
And now there's not. So now winning is not the top priority.
LeBron wouldn't have won any. I'm just saying, like, because players don't just leave and, like he said, go to Denver. That's where, or any team like Milwaukee. Go to Milwaukee if you really want to win. It's not fair to say he don't want to win. He could go play with Giannis and Dame. He won't do it.
I think, Wildes, unintentionally, we've stumbled upon why I think this can be such a frustrating conversation for the actual athletes involved.
I buy that.
Because your example of those two guys that clearly prioritize, I'm still going to be, the 1 or 1A, but give myself the best chance to win. Those two moves were, one, highly criticized in the moment, LeBron leaving the Cavs over to the Heat. The other one, people are still mad about.
Sure.
Kevin Durant literally replying to tweets about it this morning. It was 8 years ago that he did it. So that perfect, you know what I mean, thread the needle. The point I'm making about, just, you've made all the money in the world, take the minimum and sign with whichever team's the best. Nobody really feels like that's a fair standard.
Yeah.
And even the Giannis example of Giannis was totally focused on winning under the circumstances of guys are coming to me. This is the moves being made. It was not trade me specifically to this team.
Right.
But if he had done that, he would be criticized for it.
Yeah.
If LeBron or Giannis this past summer had been like, this ain't going to work here in Milwaukee anymore, trade me to Miami. They've got a good foundation. I would fit. Well, he'd be criticized. So there's no real perfect way to thread the needle. And then the hope is that you can stay in one place a la Steph and then have guys come to you or your team develop and nobody thinks you're sacrificing winning. But I would argue right now, this moment, Steph Curry's top priority by this standard is not winning.
Right.
By this standard.
Would you accuse Steph of not wanting to win?
I think it's a fair question.
Right.
It's fair to ask Steph, does Steph want to win? Because he wants to finish his career with Golden State, whether or not they win the championship or not.
I want to win with the Warriors and the Warriors only. It would be a fair answer. And I think if LeBron can be a fair answer, I want to finish my career here. I want to win with the Lakers. Is a fair way to slice the apple.
Right.
I think that's the case for both of them.
And again, I think what you're saying is reasonable, and I think it's what a lot of people believe. So I'm not trying to, I don't think other ones.
It's kind of what Dame said. Dame wanted to win, but we all raised our hand like, dude, you can't win in Portland.
Right, which is why I brought up the Anthony Davis factor, because I do think there is also a factor in this of like the delusion of the great athlete, which is I think that LeBron believed going into these playoffs, we can win the championship. Not that we're likely to, not that we're the favorites, but you know what? If me and AD stay healthy and play the way we can, we could win the championship.
Puncher's chance.
So, right. And so that's why
we thought only a few teams were ahead of them.
Could now maybe we feel differently now. Yeah. But the point, that's why I brought up if AD were to retire and LeBron were to then re-sign with the Lakers, he would be signaling, even though I can't win here, you know what I mean? I'm okay with it. I think that as long as AD's there, even if I don't want him with the Lakers, he goes into a season saying, we'll see. Well, I'd be playing better than Jason Tatum in these finals, I'll tell you that much right now. Put me in the finals. See how I'm doing against any defense.
I think if you're LeBron, you think, I can get 16 wins.
I can get 16 wins.
I can do it.
Yeah.
I don't care who's around me. I can still do it. Yeah. So I buy that. When you guys agree, all of a sudden I got to be the bad guy. I agree with it. I'm like, it's priority of a father and a businessman. It's all there. You guys are like, you don't like LeBron? I'm like, no. All right, back to the finals. Celtics